All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Waharaka Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in this truth. I'm Bathakamath GMS Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with another quick hit lesson, man. And I think I'm going to entitle this one, Satan is Falling from Heaven as We Speak, because that's exactly what's happening, man. And Satan, uh, uh, contrary to popular belief of the Christian church and the unlearned, is not a red man that's in the center of the earth and what they know is hell or purgatory or hell, and some eternal fire with a pitchfork and a tail and a red suit and horns on his head, man. You know, that's not what it's talking about, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, man. This particular Satan in this verse here that I'm going to bring out, as you can see it on your screen right here in Luke the 10th chapter, is in reference to you self-proclaimed so-called white people, man, who are the true biblical Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites, which goes back to the account in Genesis the 25th chapter, man. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, man, describing his color, man, which was red, man, because this whole story is all about Jacob and Esau, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what this whole story is dealing with, man. And centered around Jacob and Esau, which Jacob is a nation of people pursuing the Genesis 20, the 25th chapter, and Esau is a nation of people. Jacob is being the true biblical Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent, and Esau, the Edomites, being you so-called self-proclaimed white people. You're the true biblical or red Hebrew Edomites, man. So when the Bible speaks of Satan, the devil, the serpent, the dragon, Mount Seir, the wicked, all of these things are in reference to you. You know what I'm saying? If you are an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Satan is fallen from heaven as we speak, and that heaven is not, of course, heaven and hell. There is no hell that you go and burn in, man, for eternity, man. Heaven and hell, although there is a heaven in the sky, there's three levels of heaven. You have your first level of heaven, which is the rulership of the planet Earth, along with the sky, where you see the planes and birds fly. That's your first heaven. Then you have your second heaven, or your second realm of heaven, which is right outside of the firmament, or in these times, the ozone layer, in what we call space, uh, uh, where Esau has his space stations and satellites. That's your second heaven. And then, of course, your third heaven is outside of that, in the deeper regions, in the fourth dimension, where the Most High and the spirits, the angels, and everything reside, man, which is your third heaven, the fourth dimension. So in this particular verse that I'm going to bring out, Satan falling from heaven is not talking about from the spirit realm, as these churches and the unlearned think. It's talking, they think that's talking about the spiritual demon Satan being cast out of heaven, down to the fiery pits and flames of an eternal hell, which is a farce, man. It's a lie, man. That's not what it's talking about, man. Satan was not cast out of heaven, man, out of the spiritual realm with the Most High. He's there right now with the Most High on his left hand side. As a matter of fact, Satan does the will of the Most High. Because mind you, Satan is an angel. So let me really quick, let me get that really quick and prove that really quick, and then we'll come back. This is Psalms chapter 103, I believe it is. 103 and verse 20. Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 103 and verse 20, and it reads, "Bless Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, ye his angels." So it's going into the angels, which we know that Satan is an angel as well. The Christian churches and the unlearned will agree to that. That excel in strength, that do his commandments, hearkening unto the voice of his word. So the angels, including Satan, who is an angel, it says they do the Lord's commandments and they hearken unto the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. You know what I'm saying? So Satan is not doing anything of his own will, man. You know, Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ, is not doing anything of his own will, which he tells you that in John, the sixth chapter, man, around the 35th verse or the 38th verse, somewhere in there. He tells you he didn't come down. He came down from heaven not to do his own will, but the will of the Father that sent him, man. You know what I'm saying? In red letters. So Satan is not doing his own thing. Yahweh Shai is not doing his own thing, man. Everything that's being done is the will of Yahweh, man. The Father, the Most High Yahweh, man, who sits on high on the throne in heaven, man. So all of these things, I just want to make that point to prove that that's not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, because the spiritual demon Satan does the will of the Lord, man. He hearkens to the voice of the Lord. So without any further ado, I'm gonna get into these scriptures, man, because Satan, which is representative of you so-called self-proclaimed white people, are coming out of is falling from your rulership. That's the heaven that the scriptures speak about. Because when the scriptures speak of the kingdom of heaven, a kingdom is among men. As a matter of fact, let me get one more real quick to prove that a kingdom is among men, man. This is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17, and it reads, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whosoever he will, and setteth up over it the bases of men." So as Job 9:24 says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Well, that's how it's given into the hand of the wicked, because the Most High gave it to him, man. That's how the wicked has possession of the earth right now, which is that kingdom that's spoken here, the kingdom of men, which when you deal with the kingdom of heaven, it's the same thing, man. It's a rulership, man, and promotion comes from the Most High. That's in Psalms, the 75th chapter, if I'm not mistaken. Promotion comes from the Most High, man. Neither from the east or the west or the south, but from the Most High. He setteth up one and puts down another, man. And takes the one that's currently set up. He takes them down to set up another, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why it says that he giveth it to whomsoever he will, man. You know what I'm saying? And he set it up. He set up the basis of men over it. That's you Edomites, man. You so-called self-proclaimed white people, man. You know what I'm saying? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So when the scriptures say that Satan, which we'll go ahead and get into this thing, Salakia. We'll go ahead and get into this. Gonna get into the lesson. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 18, and it reads, "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." So basically he looked and he saw Satan, he watched Satan fall from heaven, man, as lightning. He saw him fall from heaven as lightning, man. You know what I'm saying? As fast as a lightning strike. You know what I'm saying? Which is that's fast. If you ever seen a lightning strike something, it happens very quickly, man. In a blink of an eye, it happens. And when you look into the earth right now, man, that's exactly how this devil is going down, man. Very, very fast, man. He's losing control and he's losing power, man. You know what I'm saying? And this devil is falling, man. His kingdom is falling. His society, his setup, you know what I'm saying? His kingdom is through and it's falling, man. And he's falling because all of these devils are against each other. And the scriptures say that if a house divided can't stand, man. And if Satan be against Satan, his house is going to fall, man. Roughly paraphrasing. But, and that's exactly the times we're in, man. All of these devils are against each other, man. You know what I'm saying? This place is totally divided, split up, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody agrees. So when it says here in Luke 10 and 18 again, "And he said unto them," and that he is Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly refers to as Jesus Christ, "I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven." He's talking about you self-proclaimed so-called Edomites, man, who are the biblical Salakia, you self-proclaimed so-called white people who are the biblical Edomites, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who he's referring to, man. And you've been taken out of your rulership. That's what that's going into. And of course, we know that these churches and these unlearned, these Christians, won't like to go to Revelation, the 12th chapter, to say, that that's talking about the spiritual demon fault being cast down. And that's not what that's talking about. So I'll get it. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. And it reads, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, which that proves that you're referred to as the dragon as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Which this hasn't happened yet. This is a future prophecy, man. Because when Yahushua and the angels return, man, these devils are going to try to fight Yahushua and the angels, man. And that's why, like during the 80s, during the time of Ronald Reagan, he made a speech going into the how all these nations, will we not come together in one common cause? It's all that madness they love to spew, man. Talking about coming together, just as the scriptures say, that they're going to stop fighting each other and come together to try to fight the man that came out of the sea, man. And that sea represents the sky, man, the heavens, man. The waters. And that's exactly what they're going to do. And that's what he was talking about when he made that speech back in the 80s during the time of the establishing of the Star Wars program. And in these times right now, DJ Trump it has been talking about a space force, man. All of these things, these devils are in cahoots and talking about the same stuff, man. They're preparing for the return of Yahushua, because they know, the elites know, that when Yahushua returns, he's coming to take them down, man. The only ones that don't know is these six-pack Joes, man. Everything in between. There's two sets of people that know what's going on: the elect and the 1/3, and the elites. The so-called elites. They're not the true elites, man. They're the elites on the left-hand side. Those are the two factions or groups of people that know what's going on, man. Everything in between is lost, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says, Revelations 12 and 7, and there was war in heaven, which that war is coming. It's going to be a war right here in heaven. It's talking about right here on earth, in the sky right here, where the planes fly and the birds fly. And they show you in that movie Independence Day with Will Smith, man. They know that's coming. That's why they made that movie. That's why they make movies like that, man. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Verse 8, and prevailed not. They're not going to win. They're going to lose, man, really quick. Nothing is going to be left or perceived but the smell of smoke and dust and ashes, man. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. So he'll never be in rulership anymore, man, because he's in his heaven right now. He was given a blessing in Genesis, the 27th chapter, which there's two blessings pursuant to Genesis 27, and also Hebrews 11, man. Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So there's two blessings, man, and we're in Esau's blessing right now, because it said he would rule. When you go into Genesis, the 27th chapter, it said he would basically rule with the sword, man. And the modern day sword is the gun, man. Battling, man, his military might. And that's what he's been doing since the time of the Greeks, man, with Alexander the Creep. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and prevail not. So he's going to lose. Prevail not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. So he'll never be in rulership again. This was the last one. This is last hoorah. That's why Revelations 12 and 12 says this devil is going to come down having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time, man. And he knows that his rulership is going to be over. He'll never rule again. And he's going into slavery for 1,000 years. He knows that. And he's going to be obliterated off the face of the earth, exterminated, man. Verse 9, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So you're going to lose, man. And you're going into slavery, man. And as you can see, he was called the dragon, the great dragon, the old serpent, proving that he was all the way back in the garden during the time of Adam and Eve and Cain and Abel. You know what I'm saying? Back then, he was back during those times, man. That he was. So you're referred to as the dragon, the old serpent, Call the devil, which devil means deceiver, who has deceived everybody, putting up a false image of Yahushua, a false image of the people of the Lord. You know, you Google any of the people of the Lord in the Bible, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Obadiah, Amos, any of them, Ezekiel, Zechariah, Malachi, any of them, you're going to see so-called white people. Mary, John, John the Baptist, Matthew, Mark, Luke, King David, King Solomon, anybody you Google right now of the Lord's people, he's going to be a so-called self-proclaimed white man. If you Google the Messiah, Yahushua, you're going to see a so-called white man. If you Google the Most High himself, you're going to see a so-called white man. So they've changed everything. You know what I'm saying? So he's the deceiver, man, and he has everybody thinking that this Bible is all inclusive to all nations, which that's not true. Now, all nations, Israel is going to come out of all nations, so we have to teach to all nations because we're scattered among them. But the Bible is not for the actual Gentiles, the actual by blood, heritage, lineage Gentiles. You know what I'm saying? It's not for you, man. So he refers to you as the great dragon, the old serpent, called the devil, and Satan, which Satan means adversary. You know who's the biggest adversary to the Lord, man? He's contrary. This dude don't do nothing the Lord tells him, and he's contrary to the Lord's people. Who are you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American, and Seminole Indians of Negro descent, man? This demon comes up against you in every way, man. And so he deceived the whole world, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's going to be cast out, man. You're going to be cast out of your rulership and out of the earth. You're going into slavery, man. You're going to be put in a pit, man. You know what I'm saying? You're going into some very hard. You're coming into some very hard times, man. Double straits, man. And you're going to receive that double as well, man. So that's what this is going into. But they think that's talking about Satan being cast from heaven, and into some fire, man. And that you're going to, now he's the ruler of that dimension. No, man, that's not what it's talking about. These devils being cast out of heaven is talking about them being cast out of their rulership, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what's going on, man. So we're going to keep it moving. This is John chapter 12 and verse 31. And it reads, "Now is the judgment of this world. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out," man. So we're in a time of judgment, man. When you read in Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, the Most High said he's visiting the world in which he made, man. You know what I'm saying? And as I stated, the Job 9:24, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. So there's nothing but pure wickedness and evil and wickedness going on in this current setup system in society, man. Up under these devils, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says now is the judgment of this world, man. So the Lord is about to judge, man, all this madness, all this wickedness, all this folly, all the evils, all of the iniquity and sin and iniquity, man. He's about to judge these people, man, and he's already doing it. But he's going to up that, man. The Lord is about to go really, really hard in the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? In that judgment, man, because that's all that's been going on, man. Pure evil and wickedness, man. Now is John 12 and 31. Now is the judgment of this world, this current world that we're in, this rulership, this system, this society, this setup. Now shall the prince of this world be cast out. And that prince is you are you Edomites, man. You so-called self-proclaimed white people. You're the prince of this world, man. This is your world. This is your kingdom. This is your society. This is your setup. This is your establishment. The Most High gave the world, the earth into your hands. Job 9:24. I have to keep reiterating that, man, because you have the earth right now and you've done nothing but destroy everything in it. You've done nothing that the Lord prescribes to be done, man, in ruling the earth, man, which that's to be expected because you're the wicked, man. He created you that way. He created you contrary to him, man, and that's why he says throughout the scriptures, in the Old Testament and New, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated, man. You're that vessel of dishonor fitted for wrath and destruction in Romans, the 9th chapter, man. He created you that way, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's going on, man. The judgment of this world, man. And when you go into that word world, it's Ion, man. which means a time period or an age, man. So it's the judgment of this time period, this age, man. You know what I'm saying? The age and time period of the Edomites. This is your rulership, man. This is your kingdom. You know, you so-called self-proclaimed white people. And that's what's going on, man. This is John chapter, back in John chapter 16 and verse 11. And it reads, of judgment, because the prince of this world is judged. You know, we just read that the judgment of this world is at hand, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at, of judgment, man. You know, we're in the time of the Lord's judgment, man. He's going to sit and judge in the valley of Yehoshaphat, man. That's in Joel, man. The 3rd chapter, man. You know, and he's going to plead with all nations, man. You know, he's about to do these things, man. We're in these times. So of judgment, because the prince of this world, which are you so-called self-proclaimed white people, is judged, man. So you're about to be judged by the Lord, man. And don't get it twisted. These other nations are going to get judged, and 2/3 of Israel as well are going to get judged, man, for attaching themselves to this devil and to his system, to his way instead of the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. You know. So we're going to keep it moving, man. This is Hebrews chapter 2 and verse 14. And it reads, for as much then as the children are partakers of flesh and blood, he also himself likewise took part of the same, that through death he might destroy him that hath the power of death. That is the devil, man, you know, which we now know who the devil is, man. The devil are you so-called self-proclaimed white people, man. So Yahushai took on flesh and blood. He came just like, you know, it said it behooved him to be born like his brethren, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, so he was born into the earth just like us, man. You know what I'm saying? He took part of the same, that through death, because he had to be put to death, you know what I'm saying, at the hand of you devils. And that's why it says when he returns in Revelations 1 and 7, man, these people are going to mourn, man. And he said, every eye shall see him, even they that pierced him, man. So he's coming to get his revenge, man, and to avenge his nation, man. You know, so it says through his death, he might destroy him that had the power of death. That is the devil, man, you know, because you're the harbingers of death, man. As a matter of fact, in Revelation, the 6th chapter, it said, as also in Habakkuk, the second chapter, if I'm not mistaken, man, you know, death and hell, everywhere you go, you bring death and hell, man. Death and hell follows. You know what I'm saying? Proving that death and hell is synonymous, man. You know what I'm saying? Because hell is the grave, man. It's affliction. You know what I'm saying? So Yahushai died that he might destroy you, man. You know what I'm saying? You that have the power of death, man. The left hand, you Edomites, man. You know, and the scriptures consistently call you the devil, man, because you're the deceiver of the planet Earth, man. And it goes in that in Revelations, I believe it's the 20th chapter, that, you know, because you were going to be loosed to deceive the nations for a short period, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're in that short period right now for that season. That's what it says, Salakia, that season, man. You know, and we're in that season right now as we speak, but we're at the end of that season, man. You know what I'm saying? We're at the end of your season, you know, so you're about to go down. That's why you're falling from heaven. You're being cast down like lightning, man. You know, fast as hell, man. You know. This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 8. And it reads, he that committed sin is of the devil, man, because the devil is contrary to the Lord, man. He's the man of sin, pursuant to I can't remember if it's I never get this right. First, it's first or the second Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, man. You know, that man of sin having to be revealed, man, the son of perdition, man. But it says, he that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning, which proves that Cain, you're in the spirit, you're that same spirit of Cain, man, because Cain was the first murderer on the planet, man. You know, that's the one that sinned from the beginning, man. You know what I'm saying? He gave to the Lord a sacrifice of fools. Then he murdered his brother Abel, man. So he was the first man of sin, man. He's that man of sin, man. You know, he that committed sin is of the devil, for the devil sinneth from the beginning. For this purpose, the Son of the Most High was manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil, man. So Yahushai's manifestation is your destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? When Yahushua was born, that's why that devil Herod, King Herod, wanted to put him to death, man. You know what I'm saying? But because his manifestation is your destruction, man. Your works, man. All your works, everything you built up in wickedness, and iniquity and evil. You know what I'm saying? Is going to be thrown down, man. All this building in Malachi, the first chapter, he said, "He shall build, but I shall throw down." I can't remember where it is, but I know it's Yahushua said that no stone shall not be thrown down, man. I believe it's in Matthew, if I'm not mistaken. But hey, all of your works, man, all of your lies and deception, this wicked kingdom that you built up is going to be destroyed, man. This is all your works is going to be cast down and destroyed, man. You know what I'm saying? By the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. True biblical name Yahushua, man. Those missiles are going to be hidden, and the chariots are going to be going hard, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man, this devil is being cast out of his rulership, man. So let me just go back to Luke real quick to end this thing off. Just recapping. This is Luke chapter 10 and verse 18, and it reads, "And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven," man. And that's exactly what's happening, man. Really, really fast, this devil is being taken out of his rulership, man. And then we're in beautiful times, man. Of course, we know it's got to get rocky first, got to get ugly. Acts 14 and 22. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of the Most High. So we got to go through the bad first. These things have to happen, man. The Lord said his word does not come back to him void, but it shall accomplish that whereto he sends it. So the things that he spoke has to come to pass, man. And he spoke, this devil coming down with great wrath, man. He spoke Jacob's trouble. It has to happen. We got to go through all these things first. But in the midst of all these things happening, all of this is with the division of this place. You know what I'm saying? With all of the things that are going on right now, with prophecy coming to pass, is implication that this devil is being taken out of his rulership, and he's fallen from heaven, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, we're in beautiful times. So, hey, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect. With that, giving all praises, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shal Dawadat, Shalom.